are introverted, and you can tell an introverted. You can tell if if an engineer is an extrovert because he'll stare at your shoes when he talks to you.
Okay, I'm going to mute my mic and have a listen, and I'll be back
Okay.
in a different shirt.
Okay, guys, we're live. We're live. So,
All right.
if you got anybody watching, hang on here just a second. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or it will be in about 30 seconds. My name's Harry Hewlett. This is a Dallas Songwriters Association Virtual Global Songwriter Showcase. And we're going to be going from 12 o'clock till 3 o'clock. I got 6 fantastic songwriters lined up. They're going to do 30-minute sets. Each one will do a 30-minute set. And I guess we're ready to start here. I got the first ones lined up. We got Keith Dodson. And Keith is he's from Carrollton, and he works for Raytheon, I guess. Did work for TI, but he's a heck of a songwriter, and very humorous songwriter, and he's a member of the Dallas Songwriter Association. And Keith, you ready to play us some songs?
I'll give it a try here.
Okay, well, I'm going to put
Good
the spotlight
afternoon,
on
everybody.
you. You got 30 minutes.
All
Lay it
right.
on us.
Okay. Well, this first song is a song I wrote about a former next-door neighbor of mine. They reached that stage of life where it was time to make some changes. It's called Downsizing. Well, we lived in this old house of ours for almost 30 years. The kids are grown and they're on their own. Well, they've got their own careers. Didn't take long to realize we just don't need a place this size. Now we're saying our goodbyes, yeah, we're downsizing. Downsizing, we don't need this big old house no more. Just get a new one, smaller than the old one, with just one single floor. Just what we need, nothing more, yeah, we're downsizing. Just 2 bedrooms, maybe 4, for when the grandkids stay. A great big yard with lots of room for them to run and jump and play. A media room for movie night, a pool and a spa would be alright. An outdoor kitchen, hey, dynamite, yeah, we're downsizing. Downsizing, don't need this big old house no more. Just get a new one, smaller than the old one, with just one single floor. Just what we need, nothing more, yeah, we're downsizing. With the sauna in the greenhouse and the sewing room and a workshop with tools from Sears. It's grown to 4,010 square feet and a mortgage that'll last for 50 years. Downsizing, we don't need this big old house no more. Just get a new one, smaller than the old one, with just one single floor. Just what we need, nothing more, yeah, we're downsizing. Downsizing, we don't need this big old house no more. Just get a new one, smaller than the old one, with just one single floor. Just what we need, nothing more, yeah, we're downsizing. Just what we need and nothing more, yeah, we're downsizing. Thank you.
Good one.
Yeah. Well, this next one, actually, Harry, you inspired me to resurrect this beast. I wrote a song about a tornado, and I heard you singing about the Dusty Devil a few weeks ago. And I remember I'd written a song about a tornado, and I didn't like it at all. But I decided to pull it out and rework it, and I think it's passable now. So this is called The Front Runner. It was early afternoon in a dark and cloudy sky south of Hugo, Oklahoma, in the middle of July. Benny's spot was spare and had a red spot on his screen with purple in the center. The sight looked really mean. If he could get there in 2 hours, he might catch an awesome sight of it crossing Lake Eufaula in the early evening light. Perhaps an EF5 tornado reaching to the ground, ripping up the real estate and throwing it all around. He wasn't seeking thrills, he only wanted to make them proud, to be the front runner to a monster from a cloud, chasing all the storm fronts out on those open plains, hoping the folks in Hugo would recognize his name. The middle child of 3, Benny never seemed to clear the bar he felt his family held up so high and dear. Little brother was an athlete, a high school football star. Big sister was in med school, really going far. He thought he was and also ran, a man who never won, 'cause Benny never led the pack in anything he'd done. But one day on the TV screen he saw that faithful show of people driving around the country chasing tornadoes. He wasn't seeking thrills, he only wanted to make them proud, to be the front runner to a monster from a cloud, chasing all the storm fronts out on that open plain. The folks back home in Hugo would recognize his name. Now the tempest there was tantalizing as it danced about, but Benny never saw it, 'cause he skipped a verse. Sorry about that. He loaded up his gear, and then he started on his drive. He got there around 4:30. The storm front came at 5. 30,000 feet of thunderheads building to the sky. And then he saw the funnel from the corner of his eye. Well, he hoped to take a photograph like no one has before. He barely had his tripod set when the wind began to roar. So focused on his prey that he never looked around, and he didn't see the billboard that was ripped out of the ground. The tempest there was tantalizing as it danced about, but Benny never saw it, 'cause he was bleeding out. The remnants of that billboard had struck him on the head. Benny Scott lay on that Oklahoma prairie dead. Back down south in Hugo, his family and friends had gathered there to mourn the news of Benny's tragic end. Why did he have to run away to chase those old cyclones? Did he not know how precious that his presence was at home? He wasn't seeking thrills, he only wanted to make them proud, to be the front runner to a monster from a cloud. He didn't know the love he craved was there all of the time. The ones he left behind him were like his own gold mine. Oh, the love he craved was there all of the time. Thank you. It's
Hey,
probably my first attempt at a serious song.
Keith, are you a vet or you're
No, sir, I'm not a vet. ROTC was as far as I got.
okay? I saw the sign back there. So
There's an organization called Guitars for Vets, and they're a great cause. What they do is they collect guitars and put them in the hands of veterans who are dealing with PTSD, and they have volunteer instructors that go out and teach them. Then they set up jam groups. So just a fabulous cause that I'm really interested in.
okay, I was just curious. Yeah, go ahead. I like the sign. And I thought you might have something to say about it, and you did. That's good. Good.
All right.
All right. Sing us a song, man. You're doing
All
great.
right. Well, this is the song that I believe brings country music into the 21st century. It's called New Millennium Heartache. Well, I've had my share of heartache. Well, it's a feeling I just can't endorse. Half dozen girlfriends that left me. 2 marriages ended up in divorce. My old hound dog ran off with a poodle. You know, that was a terrible day, but it can't match the pain in my heart the day my self-driving truck drove away. Oh, my self-driving truck drove away, left me standing at the end of the road. She put herself in gear, she tore out of here while I was just trying to unload. Well, she left me without any reason. I hope she'll come back someday. And since I don't own a bike, man, I just have to hike because my self-driving truck drove away. I met her one day in the showroom of our little town's Ford dealership. I could tell from her headlights she loved me, and soon we'd be joined at the hip. I'd wash her and wax her each morning. I'd spent every night in the garage. I did all I could think of to spoil her, but she decided to get out of Dodge. Oh, my self-driving truck drove away, left me standing at the end of the road. She put herself in gear, she tore out of here while I was just trying to unload. Well, she left me without any reason. Man, I hope she'll come back someday. And since I don't own a bike, man, I just have to hike 'cause my self-driving truck drove away. Now, sorry about that. Realize I should have known better. Should have bought me a bus pass instead. You know, I was consumed with folly 'cause my heart overruled my head. But now that I've learned my lesson, well, there's a moral I can't overstate, that a man makes a fool of himself when his transport becomes his soulmate. Oh, my self-driving truck drove away, left me standing at the end of the road. Well, she put herself in gear, she tore out of here while I was just trying to unload. Well, she left me without any reason. Man, I hope she'll come back someday. And since I don't own a bike, man, I just have to hike, and I'm starting to rain. Man, it drives me insane because my self-driving truck drove away.
That's a modern country song. You know, the country songs got to have a truck in them.
Got to have the truck.
And this is a self-driving truck. That's probably the first time that's
I had the Hound Dog and Heartache. I mean, what else more could you want?
That's right.
So I guess we'll go from Heartache, went from Tragedy to Heartache, and now we're going to barbecue.
All right.
This is called Pork is the Point. Now all around this great big world, we all love barbecue. In every land a different style, well let's just name a few. The Germans grill their bratwurst, Virginians smoke their ham. In Africa they roast wild game, while Greeks kebab their lamb. A shrimp on the barbie in the land down under. And here in Texas brisket can fill our hearts with wonder. But in the District of Columbia, prepare your knife and fork, 'cause in our nation's capital they specialize in pork. Well, let's all go down to that DC joint where the Congress gathers and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much nearer. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirror. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Now a gentleman from Ohio wants to build a dam. He grabs a great big pork chop and he shares with Senator Sam. A rep from Alaska needs a new bridge. It's just a little pork loin that he pulls out of the fridge. And a senator wants a stadium in sunny Tennessee. Well, these short ribs have no backbone, and neither does he. Well, let's all go down to that DC joint where the Congress gathers and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much nearer. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirrors. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Now this obsession with the pig, it must be some psychosis. All we can do is hope and pray they all get trichinosis. Well, let's all go down to that BC joint where the Congress gathers and pork is the point. A tasty little tidbit couldn't get much nearer. The secret of the flavors in the smoke and mirror. The elephants love it, the donkeys too. Yeah, they all want a great big piece of pork to chew. And when the Washingtonians enjoy their barbecue, pork is the point. Yes, sir. Pork is the point. Let's save our bacon. Pork is the point.
Love them short ribs.
Oh, yeah.
Good song.
All right. Okay, this one, the shrink wrap, is just pulled off this morning. I finished it last night about midnight. It's a story from the Bible about the prophet Jonah. It's the last chapter of the book, which most people kind of skip after chapter 3 when they get the story of the big fish and all that. But chapter 4 is kind of an interesting chapter, and about a guy that tends to have a sulky attitude. I don't know who that reminds me of. Jonah, sit there sulking in the desert. outside the city in a shelter you've made. Why you angry with me? Man, can't you see? Raised up a vine just to give you some shade. Now you think that I've only wasted your time, having mercy on people that you think are slime. You say it'd be better if I let you die, just for your sake. I won't buck my compassionate nature. You know very well yourself that it's true. Just think for yourself when you needed my help. I've always come through for you. Well, I called you in Joppa, that wasn't your wish. You sailed away to the city of Tarshish. I gave you 3 days in the belly of a fish, just for your sake. For your second chance, I called you again. This time, for the most part, you did what I said. Well, you went to the city, but without any pity. You shouted out that they soon would be dead. But an entire city of people were saved. They cried out to me and were spared from the grave. You say my compassion I should have betrayed, just for your sake. Now a worm's come along and he's made your vine die. The scorching wind and the heat make you cry. But you didn't make it grow, but you miss it, I know. I might be concerned if a city had to die. Now the Bible ends the story right there. As for Jonah's fate, we are made unaware. But as for ourselves, we should all be in prayer, just for our sake. 'Cause in following God, we must give up our way, listen to his voice and always obey, serve him alone to the end of our day, for our own sake. All right, thanks. Let's say I finished that last night. I've got my foot pedals on the floor that advance my music, but when I tap my foot in time, I lose my place. Let's see. This is a song I co-wrote with a bunch of other guys at a songwriting workshop about 8 years ago. It's kind of a tribute to Stemmons Freeway. Gotta get the right groove. Stuck in traffic on I-35. I'm sitting dead still when I wanna drive. Tires seem to melt because it's so darn hot. I'm sweating like a pig because my AC's shot. Choking on fumes from an old Dodge Ram. Lord, please save me from this traffic jam. sitting here staring at the other cars when the dude in the Dodge grabbed an old guitar. A mother in a Mercury had a mandolin. A banjo player in a Bentley joined right in. A bass player bounded from a Chevy van. Looks like they're gonna have a traffic jam. Well, they played real loud in the key of G, made us all forget about our misery. The people sang along in a joyous tone with a state trooper rapping in his megaphone. Well, they kept on playing for song after song. I grabbed my old blues harp and wailed along. When the jam had cleared, all the people stayed, making life's lemons into lemonade. So if you get stuck, here's a different plan. Just thank the Lord above and have a traffic jam. Well, you better be ready, you know I am. Oh, thank God for that traffic jam.
Okay, you got about time for one more,
Okay, got one more.
or two really short ones.
Well, let's just finish it out with one here while we're on a roll. This is a song about a young gal from out west to Abilene that learned a very tough lesson about choosing one's companions wisely. Young rattlesnake Rita was a cattleman's daughter. She danced with a rattler that she found near Sweetwater, just a strutting the stages, the great Lone Star State. But dancing with a diamondback is a dancing with fate. Now dance, Rita, dance. You know it seems such a strange circumstance. Oh, you look so demure with your reptile de jour, but you're taking a terrible chance. Yes, you're taking a terrible chance. Now Dimebox Danny fell in love with sweet Rita, saw her on the stage, well, he just had to meet her. He stood at the stage door that very same night, and when Rita saw Danny, it was love at first sight. Now sway, Rita, sway. Yes, it looks like true love's come your way. But a snake can get jealous when you're out with other fellas. He can come back and bite you someday. Yes, he'll come back and bite you someday. And the stars in the West Texas sky smile down on the love now rising like a new butterfly. Well, they strolled down the lane, but that viper was quicker. He wrapped round Rita's leg just to try and to trip her. Rita, she stumbled, fell on her fanny, and as she went down, that old snake bit poor Danny. Now cry, Rita, cry. Oh, dear Lord, don't let poor Danny die. But that toxic old venom, well, it was already in him. He was bound for the sweet by and by. Yes, he's gone to the sweet by and by. Well, now that is the end of this tragic little story. Rita's in mourning, Danny's gone to glory. And as for the snake that the people did dread, well, they grabbed that slimy varmint and they cut off his head. Now learn, Rita, learn, these toxic relationships burn. You know it's all black and white with companions that bite. Some bridges you just have to burn. Yes, some bridges you just have to burn.
Good job. Thank you very much, folks. That was Keith Dodson. And those are wonderful songs. And if you want to hear them again, all this is being recorded on Facebook, and it's going to be there. You can come back tomorrow and listen to the whole show over again. So thank you, Keith. That's a great job. And
Thank you so much.
you bet. And we'll get you back on here. Next, folks, we got a feller. He was a professional entertainer for 26 years, and then he got a real job. And then I think he might be retired from that real job, and he's back to entertaining, writing songs and stuff.
Yep.
And he's a member of the Nashville Songwriter Association. He lives over there about as far on the south side of Fort Worth as you can get. So he's going to play for us. His name's Wayne Willingham. And Wayne, you got 30 minutes here. So,
Well, thank you, Harry.
so lay it on us, man.
Yeah, this is it. I say it's trips, turning retirement into professional songwriting. With the pandemic, one thing that's happened is that I miss going out on the road. I've been going out on the road the last couple of years. I've been all over the country, from the Pacific Northwest down to Florida, Virginia, and so on. But I miss going on the road. I miss the time in the car. I miss the time with the people, meeting new people, making new friends. And this has been churning around in my brain for a while, and I think it's finished. You let me know. This is called Gypsy Soul.
Wouldn't ask for a better day. There's a gypsy soul, and it's taking control, and it's time to go. So I rise today with the traveler's code. No such thing as a dead-end road. To meet new friends is to feel alive. The road that bends makes you want to drive into the nighttime. For the gypsy soul I found within, each day we begin again. That's not who I am anymore. Just want a road that's long, faithful friends, a good old song in the morning. For my gypsy there's a gypsy soul I found within. Each day we begin again. I'm not trying to be someone that's not who I am anymore. I just want a road that's long, faithful friend, a good old song in the morning.
Hey, Wayne, that was plumb beautiful. That's plumb beautiful. And I take back what I said a while ago. You need to bring your vocal up just a little bit. It was just
Okay. Well, I
For-
can
for
just lean
balance.
into it a little more.
yeah.
I was backing off from it, but
Yeah, I know.
All
That was my fault. I'm sorry.
no, it's I'm unpredictable. So, ask any of my ex-wives. Some of them would say, "No, he isn't." No. This is another new one, and I will have to lean into the mic for this because it's kind of a subdued vocal part. But I wrote this a couple weeks ago. It kind of broke the log jam. I'd been having a case of writer's block. I hadn't finished a song in a while, but all of a sudden the spigot's back on. This is about a couple meeting up after their relationship ended. And some of this is the outer voice, and some of it's the inner voice. I'll leave it to you to figure out which is which. This is called Why Start Now? Hello, how long has it been? Hardly thought I'd see you again. Single life seems to like you. You look amazing and hadn't thought much about you. Why start now? Funny how the place looks the same. You wouldn't think that anything's changed. Don't see our pictures from Paris. You didn't like anyhow. You didn't want to compare us. Why start now? Why remember the times of our lives? Why remember we cared, all the dreams that we shared, all the love. Finally got a place of my own. Times I kinda feel I'm at home. I even thought I'd invite you. Seems so silly somehow. I've gone this long without you, so why start now? I've gone this long without you. Why start now?
Perfect.
Thank you. We got that voice working about there?
Yeah, that was working good. Yeah.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. This is from 2 albums ago. I got 3 albums out and we're working on another one right now. And Why Start Now is actually going to be on the new album, which will be called the Stonehill Sessions. And that's because for the first time ever, I'm recording in my house on Stonehill Drive. So, pandemic causes strange things. I never wanted a recording studio in my house, but I got one. But this is from my second album, which is called Yo-Yo. This is kind of almost the centerpiece of it because it is the 4th song of 7, I think it is. It's about 2 people meeting for the first time who haven't given up on love. I have known you from a distance. I've always liked your style.
been aware of your existence for a while. We have never spoken, but exchanged a glance and smile. I don't know why you and I couldn't give it a try. Just a cup of coffee, just a glass of wine, just two friendly people sharing time, just to hear each other's voices, look into each other's eyes, hoping they find that there's magic inside. I share your hesitation over who we used to be. There was you before with yours, mine with me. They moved on to new lives. We could do the same with nothing to lose, nothing to blame, maybe something to gain. Oh, but just a cup of coffee, just a glass of wine, just two friendly people sharing time, just to hear each other's voices, look into each other's eyes, hoping they find that there's magic inside. Just to hear each other's voices, look into each other's eyes, hoping they find the magic inside.
Wayne, you sound like a professional.
Well, I thank you.
What was your entertainment? What did you do for 26 years?
As a musician, I started off basically. My first job out of high school was as a lead guitarist in Jesus Christ Superstar World Tour, Robert Stigwood organization. I was way out of my league, but I bluffed my way through it for about 3 years. And then I backed up a few other artists and everything from. I lived in Detroit, so I even got Motown artists, a couple of them, to play tours with and so on, and did a little bit of studio work. Then eventually I settled down into just playing clubs and restaurants and lounge around Detroit because I didn't want to travel too much. And then we decided to move to Texas because I figure you can be broke anywhere. And so I did a guitar solo, a lot like what I'm doing now, except I was doing cover songs and so on, for many years. In 1996, after my last gigs were basically, I played two places the last 2 years of my career, 94 through 96. I did occasional warm-up acts at Caravan of Dreams, if you remember that. And I played every Friday and Saturday at Billy Bob's, Texas. And one day I said, you know, I'm really tired, and I've got this day job thing that I'm making a lot of money at, so I think I'm going to go that way. And so I put down my guitar in April of 1996, and I didn't pick it up again until August or so of 2014. So
Well, welcome to Texas. Hey, that's great. Hey, I worked at Billy Bob's. You know that? I worked there before it was Billy Bob's. It was just cattle pens.
well.
Anyway, play us another song.
Tell you what, let's. The name of this song is Portland, but it's actually a tribute to Texas, so it seems like an appropriate time to do that. This is from the last album, which is called The Ring.
Bet she's waking up in Texas, eyes blue and bright as a Texas dawn. Bet she doesn't even miss me in Texas. Bet she doesn't even count all the days I've been gone. I bet the sun's peeking over the trees. On a breeze you can listen to the whistle of a distant train. While the sun is peeking up over Texas, I remain here in Portland, Portland in the pouring rain. Have another sip of your Sunday morning, drinking all the sun of the day that's dawning. Tell everybody in Texas it's not the same. Here in Portland, Portland in the pouring rain. If only I was back in Texas, if only I could gaze for miles on a dusty plain. If I could fall asleep in Texas, I wouldn't even care if I ever woke up again. If and when you're headed back to Texas, let 'em know that I'm okay and I can't complain. Tell that pretty little lady in Texas it's not the same. Here in Portland, Portland in the pouring rain. A sip of your Sunday morning, drinking all the sun of the day that's dawning. Tell everybody in Texas it's not the same. Here in Portland, Portland in the pouring rain. Tell everybody in Texas it's not the same. When you're in Portland, Portland in the pouring rain. And I'm in Portland, Portland in the pouring rain. And here's to Texas, from Portland in the
pouring rain. Thank you, folks.
Good.
I appreciate that. I started writing that when I was in Portland about a year and a half ago. I on tour, playing in Portland at a place called Cafe Artichoke, and it might be the closest thing to it around here. Might be like a Poor David's, but it's attached to a music store too, and they really go for a lot of folk stuff. They mix it up a lot though. It's a really cool place. If you're ever in Portland, it's safe there. Trust me. And definitely go to Cafe Artichoke. It is just a really cool place. I liked it. Tell you what, how we doing on time? We're doing okay on time. All right. About 2.5 years ago, I went through a life-changing and life-threatening experience. My heart tried to kill me. If you feel something funny there, folks, and it may be AFib, go be checked. Don't take chances with it. And I was at one time wearing a thing called a life vest. Basically, it looks like a brassiere with electrodes and sensors all over it. The idea was, since my heart was only pumping at 10%, they worried that it might stop. And that would bring me back. And they do that before they do the implant with the pacemaker and defibrillator and stuff. I didn't need that. Even though my heart was operating at 10%, right now it's operating at 65%, which is what most people's is. So I've been lucky. But every morning, while wearing my defibrillator vest, my eyes would open, I'd put my feet to the floor, and I'd look out the window. And I didn't care if it was sunshine or if it was raining or if there were firestorms out there. I was alive. And I'd say to myself, hey, Wayne, you got another day.
Rise and shine. You've been given a new day, one that you can call your own. Rain or shine, sunny or gray, take it away, make it the very best day you've ever known. Sometimes the best you can do can only happen if you rise and shine. We all need a breather, just a little time alone. Raise your mind, go for a walk, don't give it a thought. Believe it or not, this whole world will still carry on. Sometimes the best you can do is let it all go, and the world can take care of you. I've been down like you, I've taken a storm or two, but storms move on. And the worst day that you've ever done beats waiting on a beautiful day that may never come. So rise and shine, sunny or gray, take it away, Make it the very best day you've ever known. There's one thing I promise to you: your dreams can only come true when you rise and shine. It doesn't matter if you're red or blue, black or white or brown. Doesn't matter if you're any shade at all. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, if you're up or down. Doesn't matter if you're short or if you're tall. What matters is love. Love. All that really matters is love. What matters is love. Love. It matters that we share each other's love. It doesn't matter where you're going, doesn't matter where you've been, doesn't matter if you're young or getting old, doesn't matter where you worship, doesn't matter where you've been, doesn't matter if you're bought or if you're sold. What matters is love. Love. All that really matters is love. What matters is love. Love. It matters that we share each other's love. What matters is love. Love. All that really matters is love. What matters is love. Love. It matters that we share each other's love. If my clock is right, I have about 3.5 minutes, and I have a 3-minute song here for you. This is going to be from the new album, Stonehill Sessions. Going to be kind of one of the finishing, the penultimate. I wrote this last February up in McKinney, Texas. Over Valentine's weekend, watching everybody walking around on the town square. Beautiful town square up there. Down on the square, lovers are walking hand in hand, on and on. There's a chill in the air, see the breath when they're talking, huddled close, keeping each other warm. It's Valentine's and evening time. I'll watch as lovers steal the kiss in the dark. All that I want is somebody to love, face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart. All of my life I had to wonder. I've never been certain had I really had a lover at all. Some kind of spell I guess that you're under. The more you pull away, seems the harder you fall. On Valentine's when lovers find a place that's all their own, a world apart. All that I want is somebody to love, face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart. Tonight it's diamond rings and chocolates, roses and champagne. Lovers play the game, I hold no part. Back on the square, a couple is dancing. Has anybody ever looked at me as she looks at him? Would anyone notice the glance of a kindly man, watching as the others romance their lovers again? On Valentine's, I find that I'm still hoping for a love or just a start. All that I want is somebody to love, face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart, face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, DSA. I sure do appreciate it. Face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart. Thank you.
Good job, Wayne. That was great. That's wonderful. Yeah, we've got to have you back, man. Sounded great. Now, folks, this next act, she does not have 26 years experience, professional entertainer like Wayne did, but she just sounds like it. This gal, Brooke Buchanan, she's from Rockwall, and she lives in Dallas now, but she went to Baylor, and she studied electrical engineering and all that kind of stuff, and now she's a singer-songwriter. And she's a singer-songwriter extraordinaire, and we've got her back by popular demand. That's right there she is, folks. Brooke Buchanan. Brooke, play us some songs.
I will. Yeah, I don't have 27 years of experience as I barely have that much as a human being. But
have you got, now make sure you got your original sound on.
I do.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay.
You hear me good?
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Perfect. All right. Here we go. Passing glances, little smiles, isn't that always how it goes? Fascination running wild, I don't even care if it shows. I know it shows. Conversations, little clues, your rhythm falls right in with mine. You see a place with bigger views, and so you ask if I wanna climb. There's something about you, you don't know where you're going, but that doesn't stop you, and I'm dying to see the view through the lens of you, the lens of you. Streets and not a word I understand, but you're walking next to me. I know this place like the back of your hand, so hold my hand. There's something about you when you know where you're going, nothing can stop you, and I'm dying to see the view through the lens of you, the lens of you. Now places I've been before somehow feel brand new. I find I notice so much more looking through the lens of you. Airport bar, drinking alone, stories I don't know how to tell, but it's time to head on home, and you still gotta go and find yourself. There's something about you, you don't know where you're going, you have questions that haunt want you, and I've got to get going. There's something about you, oh, but where are you going? I'll always remember how much you loved showing the view through the lens of you, the lens of you. Now places I've been before somehow feel brand new. I find I notice so much more looking through the lens of you. Now places I've been before somehow feel brand new. I find I notice so much more looking through the lens of you. The lens of you. Thank you
Beautiful.
very much.
Beautiful.
Thank
Keep
you.
going.
How was
Yeah.
the sound on that? Was it too
Yeah,
loud?
sounds. You got a really good balance. Very clear. You got a good sound.
Awesome. All right. Let's see here. All right. This is a new song I've been working on. I don't know how it is in the minds of men, but with women, we have a habit of playing out things rather quickly in our minds, kind of letting it get away from us. And so this is a song about that. So. I don't know what I want from you, what I'm going through, or what is true. I'm trying to make sense, if that makes sense to you. When the glitter's gone, are you still new? No one could ever know how you're clouding up my head. I guess I'm on my own, managing the mess, daydreaming recklessly. I'm so into you, are you into me? Hooked on the reverie, I just need you in my proximity. Live and die by your every move. Oh, would you look what you did to me? Secondhand high, addicted to you. I need a fix of proximity. I need. It's far too crowded in this room, and those eyes so blue suddenly in view. I'm trying to keep track of who I'm talking to as I carefully drift closer to you. No one could ever know all the scheming in my head, daydreaming recklessly. I'm so into you, are you into me? Hooked on the reverie, I just need you in my proximity. Live and die by your every move. Oh, would you look what you did to me? Secondhand high, addicted to you. I need a fix of proximity. Yeah. stories in my head. Wish I could tell you so. We could finally take a breath. Daydreaming recklessly, I'm so into you. Daydreaming recklessly, I'm so into you. Are you into me? Hooked on the reverie, I just need you in my proximity. Live and die by your every move. Oh, would you look what you did to me? Secondhand high, addicted to you. I need a fix of proximity. I need a fix of you. Oh, I'll take anything. I need a fix of you. I need you. I need you. Thank you guys.
Doing good. Just keep it coming.
All right. All right, this one I wrote with a good friend of mine who I've actually known since about middle school. And she and I used to write songs together all the time. That's kind of how I got into it. So she's a really good lyricist, so these lyrics will be remarkably better than most of my songs. Stay where you are. I like being far from our heaps of regret. I'd rather not study my scars. Forget what you saw. You don't know me at all. My heart's rearranged since the last time you called. I'm like a stone. I don't feel the sun, but I don't feel the rain either. I survived all Alright, this one's called Summer Wind. Cold has found me here again. Say goodbye to summer wind. Leaves are falling to the ground, settling without a sound. Every now and then things must fall away, despite the plea for them to stay. Oh, I just keep telling myself you had found me there alone. You challenged all that I was told, stood me up and took me on, encouraged me to sing my song. Every now and then someone comes along and they change the way you love. Oh, and I just keep telling myself the voice that's telling me to try. You're the answer to my questions why, showing me what I can't see. You show me who I wanna be. You were more to me than I realized, and even though it all felt right, it was time for you to go. Oh, but you touched me like you'll never know. Every now and then things must fall away. Oh, I just keep telling myself every once in a while something has to go, despite the plea for them to stay. Oh, I just keep telling myself you know it's better that way. I just keep telling myself I just keep telling myself I just keep telling myself, you know it's better that way.
Brooke,
Yes, sir.
if you was my daughter and you was in the back room practicing and singing and everything, I would never make you shut the door so I could watch TV. I just sit there and listen, you know.
That is quite the compliment. I'll take it.
You're so good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep going.
So much. All right, let's see here. We got. Let's see. Let's get out of B flat here. I feel like most of the things I write end up in that key. All right. Let's hop a train to Paris, eat every pastry that we can, bottle of wine on the lawn. Or we could wander Venice, picking cafes without a plan. No turn we take could be wrong. Baby, I don't care, as long as you're right there. So many things to see, so many things to do, so many friends to make, and everyone loves you. I'll take a picture if you will take my hand, and we're every pub in sight. Or catch a boat in Stockholm. Don't worry, we won't miss a thing. The sun is staying out all night. Anything will do, as long as I'm with you. So many things to see, so many things to do, so many friends to make, and everyone loves you. I'll take your picture if you will take my hand, and wherever we go, we'll be home. Oh yeah, wherever we go, we'll be home. And what I have learned is what I don't need. If nothing else, it's still you and me, and that is everything. If you would rather slow down, I know the perfect spot. It ain't no mountaintop or 4 or 5-star restaurant, but I've got a living room and $6 bottle of wine. I'll leave the cooking up to you. Now what should we watch tonight? Maybe season 3, where we left off last week. Baby, near or far, we'll make a home wherever we are. So many things to see, so many things to do, oh, so many plans and friends to make, and God, do I love you. I'll take your picture, you would take my hand, and wherever we go, we'll be home. Oh yeah, wherever we go, we'll be home. Oh yeah, wherever we go, we'll be home. Well, let's hop a train to Boston and watch the colors change, or just head down to Austin. Right now tacos sound amazing. Let's catch a plane to Portland and head straight to the coast. There's always California. Oh, your dad could live so close. Oh honey, I don't care. Oh, you know I'd follow you, follow you, follow you anywhere, honey, near or far. I don't care. Thank you very much.
I think you got about time for 2 more songs. You got about 6 or 7 minutes.
All right, let's see. Let's see here. All right, this one's a little bit sadder than that one. All right. Okay. Still a good one, I think, but let's see. I was never promised relief when I am sore. I have made it through the darkness, and I'll make it through some more. No need to console me, 'cause I've already cried. And if the weight cuts in my shoulder, I'll switch it to the other side, and I'll I'll try to move on, try to let go. The light by which I saw beauty beyond the glitter of gold is gone just as you left me, shivering in the cold. I've got no star to follow, there's nowhere else to go. I've stopped short in all these memories. Your touch is all I know, but I'll try to move on, try to let go. I'll try to move on. You're all I know. Light at the end of the tunnel. Are you real or are you fantasy? I feel a break so subtle. Is my heart just playing tricks on me? Am I out of the hard times? Or am I in for the worst? Surely this is where it ends. If it's not, then I'm cursed. Oh, how do I move on? How do I let go? How do I move on? You're all I know. How do I move on? How do I let go? How can I move on? Oh, you're all I know. How can I move on? Oh, where do I even go? How can I move on? Oh, you're all I know. How can I move on? How can I?
If you got a short one, if not, we'll just need to.
No, we can go ahead and call it a day. Thanks.
Okay, well, hey, fantastic! You did a great job. You're
Thank
so
you.
talented, and it's such a treat to hear a young lady like you that sings and plays so well.
Oh, thank you, Harry. That's kind.
And we're gonna have you back. So
Oh,
anyway,
I can't wait to be back. Love it.
good job. Okay, folks, we got a real treat here. We got this fella. He's a Highland Park native, and he went to Mizzou. That's the University of Missouri. I'm not sure how he got up there, but he got up there, and then he went to Nashville, and he's got his own independent label, and he writes and he sings, and he's one of our contest judges. He's going to be judging the Americana category in our national song contest this year, and if you look at his website, you know that he loves music and he loves dogs, and that right there makes him my buddy right there. He likes them dogs. Okay. This I want to introduce Graham Bramlett. Okay, folks, here he is. I'm gonna spotlight him right now. Graham, you ready to? You got your sound on and everything? Okay.
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right.
You ready to play some music?
I better be.
Okay, well, folks, it's Graham Bramlett. Graham, you got 30 minutes, so.
Okay. Just throw me off whenever. Thanks for having me, Harry. And Brooke, it was really nice hearing your stuff too. I'm sorry I wasn't listening to that last one. I had to tune up and everything, but I really liked your stuff. You've got a great voice. So like Harry said, I'm from Dallas. I live in Nashville now. That's where I'm at. And I'm going to play some songs for you. This first one's called Tom T. Hall T-shirt. And I put an EP out in July, I think it was. It's all on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, but this is the title track from it, and it goes like this. Well, I took a spin with my own 2 feet. It was a kind of Saturday where all the people meet. The sky was clear blue, no, you couldn't find a cloud. Like a hot knife through butter, I was cutting through the crowd. Walking downtown in my Tom T. Hall t-shirt. Walking downtown in my Tom T. Hall t-shirt. Oh, stomp, stomp. Well, I noticed people noticing, taking second looks at my fresh pressed jeans and my alligator boots. My silver belt buckled like a license plate. A cowboy come down right out of outer space. Walking downtown in my Tom T. Hall t-shirt. Walking downtown in my Tom T. Hall t-shirt. Oh, stomp, stomp. Well, I stepped into a bar, ordered up a beer, took a look around, wondered why I was here. I threw down a 10, bartender, keep the change. I'm going on back where it don't feel strange. Walking downtown in my Tom T. Hall t-shirt. Walking downtown in my Tom T. Hall t-shirt. Oh, stomp, stomp. Oh, break it down. All right. One down.
Hey, that's good. I like that one.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
I met Tom T. Hall on the airplane one time. He's a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, yeah. Keep
You know,
going.
Tom Paul was a big part of Charlie Pride getting signed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sounding great.
Okay, so this next one is an older song that I really like, and it's off a record I made in 2016. This is called Slow Water. It goes like this. This river don't run or fly like the crow. It unfurls and it wanders like a warm breeze blowing, resting on the banks. How it rises and falls, carrying that weight underneath it all. Where the slow water smooths the stone, like time, patient time, washing over and over. The storms and the seasons, they come and they go, while the slow water smooths the stone. I'm not easy to hold, little rough around the edges. God knows I should let go, but I get careless and reckless. I wanna drown out the noise, forget forget all that I know. Settle these bones, lay in the flow where the slow water smooths a stone. Like time, patient time, washing over and over. The storms and the seasons, they come and they go, while the slow water smooths the stone. Well, there's a bed down there that's waiting. I'm ready to go, to take some time to take it easy and rest my soul. Where the slow water smooths the stone, like time, patient time, washing over and over. The storms and the seasons, they come and they go, while the slow water smooths the stone. Oh, oh, slow water smooths the stone. Thank you so much. This next one I'm going to do is called Danny. Danny is written about, loosely based on a neighbor that may live down the street from me, or maybe it was somewhere else, to protect the innocent and not incriminate anybody. Maybe you've had a Danny in your neighborhood at some point in your life. It goes like this. I wrote this with my buddy Davis Corley. It goes like this. Hold on, I'm gonna put the lyric up just in case I get confused, which is easy for me to do. Where's Danny? I should have done this beforehand. There it is. Okay. Danny's grown up, I'm in the wrong key. Danny's grown up, but nobody can tell. All of his friends are young as hell. He can't get a date, don't help with the rent, and the little pink house with the picket fence. His daddy's been gone, or he wouldn't be there, eating from the bridge and drinking all the beer. There's lots of different cars always cruising around. It isn't hard to figure out. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. The neighbors all think she ought to kick him out. Forgot her, the cops shut the whole thing down. Yeah, it's real big news in a real small town. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. I saw him at the store with a buggy that was stacked with half a year's stash of sandwich packs. He was talking too fast and loud on the phone. It ain't a secret that everybody knows. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. Neighbors all think she ought to kick him out. Forgot her, the cops shut the whole thing down. Oh, it's real big news in a real small town. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. Some people judge, some people Some people just wish Danny would share. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. Neighbors all think she ought to kick him out. Forgot her, the cops shut the whole thing down. Oh, it's real big news in a real small town. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. It's a little bit of buzz for us to pass around. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. Danny's dealing drugs from his mama's house. That's kind of a fun one. This next one is a newer one. I just finished this one a couple of weeks ago, and I'm a real big fan of it. It's called The Way to Love, and I hope you like it too. It goes like this. Harry, we're good on time and all that?
Yeah, you're good. You got about 18 more minutes.
Okay. Should I play my 18-minute long song?
Yeah, do that 18-minute one. That'd be a good one. It fits perfectly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, one or two 9-minute songs, either way.
9 minutes. Okay, I'll do that. This is called The Way to Love. I'm not to blame, but it's up to me. I can try and hurry, but there's nowhere to be. I've already got everything I need on the way to love. I can go on, or I can turn around. The road that I'm on is already found. I don't need to change to be here now on the way to love. All the signs that I've read say there's work up ahead, a detour the long way, another destination that's over the hill, around the bend. I've almost been there again and again, on the way to love. All the signs that I've read say there's work up ahead, a detour the long way, another destination that's over the hill, around the bend. I've almost been there again and again, on the way to love. The closest to perfect I'll ever get, to keep on moving step by step. It's so simple, but easy to forget, on the way to love. Thank you all. I appreciate it. This one is called Two Pennies. This is a song I wrote a little while back, and I put it on a record called Standard Harmony that I put out in 2018. And this is on all the streaming platforms as well. It goes like this. I was the boy from down the street. You were the girl I wanted to meet. A couple of smiles and it didn't take long. I was head over heels, we were good as gone. Made up any story so that we could get away. We were always running, never running out of things to say. We found a little place we called our own, out next to where the wildflowers grow. I remember 2 pennies on a steel rail, summer sun hanging in the air. Bikes lay down in the grass, waiting on the train to pass by. Honeysuckles on the tips of our tongues, so tired of being so young. And that first kiss we shared together, thought that it might last forever. Now there's houses growing down that beaten path. Those tracks are come and gone, and they ain't coming back. I recall those memories like a sentimental fool. Do you remember like the way that I still do? Those 2 pennies on the steel rail, the summer sun hanging in the air. Bikes lay down in the grass, waiting on the train to pass by. Honeysuckle on the tips of our tongues, so tired of being so young. And that first kiss we shared together, thought that it might last forever. Oh, those good old days aren't meant to last, but I close my eyes and I go back to 2 pennies on a steel rail, summer sun hanging in the air. Bikes lay down in the grass, waiting on the train to pass by. Honeysuckle on the tips of our tongues, so tired of being so young. And that first kiss we shared together, thought that it might last forever. Yeah, yeah, thought it might last forever. Whoa. Thank you all.
Doing good.
1 or 2, Harry?
Well, let's see. You've got about 10 minutes. That'd be a good 2.
Okay, we'll do 2 then. This one is called Life is a Road. This is off an older record. And I think it's just a great little mid-tempo kind of thing. It goes like this. I've been around, I've landed hard on every side of the dice that falls, just as sure as whatever will be. Time will move and fool us all. Life is a road, I'm just a wheel. Do you wanna roll with me? We can see how far this goes, follow where the stars might lead. Life is a road, I'm just a wheel. I'm just a wheel, na na na, na na na, na na na, na na na. Down the highway, you will find me in those memories under the lights. Every purpose, mercy between us, I will be there by your side. Life is a road, I'm just a wheel. Do you wanna roll with me? We can see how far this goes, follow where the stars might lead. Life is a road, I'm just a wheel. I'm just a wheel, na na na, na na na, na na na, na na na. Someday the sunset will be ahead, and the road will turn ahead, and the road will turn around, lead us back again. Life is a road, I'm just a wheel. Do you wanna roll with me? We can see how far this goes, follow where the stars might lead. Life is a road, I'm just a wheel. I'm just a wheel, na na na, 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 na na na. Thank y'all. All right, this is my showstopper. So not too long ago, I went out of the country and I took a trip with a buddy of mine. We went to Chile, and we were coming back, and I don't know where the idea hit me, but you know how you go somewhere, maybe it's out of the country or just out of the state, and you start picking up on things that other people do, and your horizons broaden a little bit, and it changes you. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And this idea for Costa Rica came to me, and I took it to my buddy Davis Corley, and we ended up writing it. And it's one of my newer favorite songs, and I hope you guys like it too. Harry, thanks again for having me.
I like it already. I like that name, Costa Rica. That's
yeah. I need to have T-shirts printed up. And
yeah. Go
anyway,
ahead, do it.
I think y'all like it. It's a fun sing along, kind of islandy kind of thing. It goes like this. Never thought they'd get him on that airplane. It ain't no small thing. See, he'd never even left the state. He used to be your average small town loudmouth, but Well, he's a man of the world now, thanks to an all-inclusive getaway. He started drinking cerveza, started eating ceviche, fell in love with Shakira, got a tan like a beach babe. Now he's wearing a poncho, got rid of his dickies, used to call him Richard, now he goes by Costa Rica. When he looked, he had a crew cut starting to go gray. Now it's beads and braids, and all he ever talks about is, man, you gotta go, you wouldn't believe it. I guess now that he's seen it, he's got living figured out. He started drinking cerveza, started eating ceviche, fell in love with Shakira, got a tan like a beach babe. Now he's wearing a poncho, got rid of his dickies, used to call him Richard, now he goes by Costa Rica. Started drinking cerveza, started eating ceviche, fell in love with Shakira, got a tan like a beach babe. Now he's wearing a poncho, got rid of his dickies, used to call him Richard, now he goes by Costa Rica. Used to call him Richard, now he goes by Costa Rica. Costa Rica.
You got a country hit there. That's a good one.
Well, I hope so.
I like it.
I love
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I want to apologize to you. I told Jack all day that I was going to remind him that when you came on, and I called him a while ago when he was in the fitness center, and I don't think he could hear me. But I'll make sure he sees the video.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Graham. You did a great job, and we'll have you back.
Cool. Thanks for having me, Harry.
You bet. Well, folks, Graham Brownlet from Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, now we got another star coming up. This guy, he's played all over everywhere, and he's a real professional and singer, songwriter, and I know you're gonna like this guy. This is John Mason. I'm gonna put him on the spotlight here. Yeah, you're there. Hey, John, how you doing?
All right, Harry, how you doing?
John is an Okie from Enid, and then he moved to Texas, and now he's a Texan. He's even got a Texas song.
Yeah, I'm Texan now.
So you got your original sound on?
I do. I think.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
Hopefully this will work.
John Mason, folks.
We don't have much luck with these, do we, Harry?
Sometimes we do.
I don't, anyway.
Yeah, but you got the talent. You can pull through it. Okay.
Okay. We'll
John Mason, folks.
Thank you. By the way, Harry, I really appreciate you putting these things on. This is a great way for us to stay in tune with our fans and to keep our chops up, especially in front of people, even if it's only 3 or 4. So this is called Dance Tonight. Band begins to play tonight, music to make you feel alright, songs to get you on the floor, make you dance and scream for more, alright. Now why are you still sitting there? Come on girl, let down your hair, got your pretty red dress on, shame to waste that party song, alright. Get up, get on your feet. How can you sip when you feel happy? Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. Listen to that bass guitar pumping out a big 2-4. I can feel when I feel that beat. Gotta get up and on my feet, alright. Now why are you still sitting there? Afraid someone might take your chair. Find a partner, grab a hand, get up and dance while you still can, alright. Get out, get up, get on your feet. How can you sip when you feel happy? Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. Let the music take you anywhere, someplace that you've never been before. Feel that rhythm moving through the air. Everybody get up on the floor and let's all dance into the night underneath some old street light. Rock and roll our blues away. Gonna dance tonight, dance all day, alright. Now why are you still sitting there with the sound of music in the air? Clap your hands, sing along, get up and dance, it can't be wrong, alright. Get out, get up, get on your feet. How can you sip when you feel that beat? Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. Come on and dance when you're feeling low. Come on and dance when the music's slow. Come on and dance, it'll be alright. Come on and dance into the night. Come on and dance tonight. 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 Come on and dance tonight.
Hey, John, your balance is really good, and your guitar sounds great, and your voice sounds great, but you could bring your voice down just a smidge, probably.
Good.
Just back off a little bit, maybe.
All right. We'll see if that's better. Well, let's see. Oh, here we go. We can't tell when I'm talking, but we'll see if that will bring it down some. This is called One More Time. Rain came down in a little town up there in the west. He came in the middle of the night. He was cold and wet. Opened that old hotel door, stepped in from the rain. She came out and gave him a look, and he felt that pain again. Asked her for a one-night room somewhere warm and dry. There was something about her, something in her eyes, and old heartaches and distant memories that were dancing across his mind. The soft voice voices and whispers call him, took him back one more time. She said, third floor, second door, and handed him the key. He picked up his guitar. She said, won't you play for me? She said, I guess you don't remember when you were here before. You were young and I was too, but we were so much more. He said, it's been a long time, times were good to you. Hope you will understand, I'm just passing through. And old heartaches and distant memories, they were dancing across his mind. Soft voices and whispers call him, looking back one more time. Those days are gone, but the feelings last. Don't they last? So many times they wish they could go back, they could go back. She was sleeping when he headed out of town. He was doing Austin, already one day down. But he could still remember the smell of her hair, how she looked like an angel when she was lying there. And he was thinking one day he would go home. Till then the road's the only love you'd ever know. Old heartaches and distant memories, they were dancing across his eyes. Soft voices and whispers called him, took him back. Took him back.
Man, you sounded good today. Which guitar is that?
Martin.
The Martin. Oh man, that sounds great.
I don't play it much. I play the Taylor more, but broke it out and said, I miss the guitar. I miss this guitar, actually.
I like it.
It's a lot easier to play than a lot of guitars, so. Well, let's see. It's funny. I've commented on this before that I wrote this song to kind of pay homage to my parentage from Oklahoma, who didn't always stay in Oklahoma. They actually had to leave back in the 30s when the Dust Bowl came. They all moved to California to get away from the disaster. Now here in 2020, it's kind of in reverse. People are leaving California to get away from the disaster. And I don't know if they're moving to Oklahoma. If they're smart, they're not. But they are moving. They are moving east. That's for sure. Anyway, so as I said, I wrote this song to honor my grandmother and my great grandmother, who toughed it out in Enid except for my grandmother. She moved off to California. And met my grandfather. They had my father. My father was born in Beverly Hills. But then she moved back to Oklahoma to be with her mother eventually, and that's why I was born in Oklahoma and not Beverly Hills. This is called California. See that empty lot? That's where I grew up. That's where I learned to walk. That's where I learned to talk. Now it's all gone, covered up in dust. It looks like powdered rust. There's nothing left for us, so I think I'll go to California. They say there's hope for you, and the sun always shines. And I'll live my life in California. Maybe there I'll find love. Sing California, here I come. See that golden gate? That's where I'm gonna be. It shines above the sea, and now it calls to me. Those redwood trees, sequoias way up high, like buried in heaven's light, and I swear they'll never die. I think I'll go California. They say there's hope for you, but the sun always shines. I'll make my life in California. Maybe there I'll find love. Sing California, here I come. Ocean night, oh, the stars are right, moving on. Now it's time, the next page of my life. I'll take one last look before I go to California. They say there's hope for you, and the sun always shines. I'll live my life in California. Maybe there I'll find love. Sing California, here I come. Maybe there I'll find love. California, here I come.
John, that song is so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
you know, it's even more. It's more important now, with all the problems they're having in California. It reminds us of what it once was and what it could be again.
Yeah, I got friends out there, and
Beautiful song.
they're worried.
Great song, yeah.
All right. So we got more time than I thought we did. Let's see. This is just wrote this more to play around on the guitar, but has a nice message. This is called Love Song. This is a love song, just a simple love song. But if you like it's your song and you can sing along. This is a love song, if I could steal your heart song. You say yes, it's our song and we'll all sing along. Born to raise some music, born to walk a fast beat. If you can't find your 2 feet, well you can come along. We'll sing about the heartland, sing about a mountain, songs about America, and we'll all sing along. This is a love song, just a simple love song. If you like it's your song, and we'll all sing along. This is a love song, if I could steal your heart song. You said yes, it's our song, and we'll all sing along. You said yes, it's our song, and we'll all sing along. This is a love song, just a simple love song. But if you like it's your song, and we'll all sing along. This is a love song, if I could steal your heart song. If you say yes, it's our song, and we'll all sing along. Born to raise some music, born to walk a fast beat. If you can find your 2 feet, well you can come along. We'll sing about your bright eyes, songs about your soft sighs, songs about your sweet smile, and we'll all sing along. This is a love song, just a simple love song. If you like it's your song, and we'll all sing along. This is a love song, if I could steal your heart song. You said yes, it's our song, and we'll all sing along. You say yes, it's our song, and we'll all sing along. You said yes, it's a love song, and we'll all sing along.
Wow.
Thank you. I had to play it standing up, not sitting down. Harry? I guess we'll do this. Okay, so I got a song that's out as a single. You can find it on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Reverb Nation, pretty much all the outlets out there. And in an effort to appease my fellow Texas songwriters that I met when I first came here, I wrote a song about Texas. So they wouldn't beat me up. No, they found out I was from Oklahoma, and I said, "Oh, that's it, man." So this is called Lone Star State. Lone Star State is calling out to me from the Gulf Coast shores of Galveston to the streets of Abilene. Country music's down in Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth you will find. They're living in a Lone Star State of mind. Lone Star State is always in my heart. Those Houston nights like a lover's eye, so hard to be apart. But when I'm out there singing, you were always on my mind. I'll be singing about that Lone Star State of mine. Take yourself around the world, wherever you may be. People are more friendly. Here in Texas you will see. You can't take your California, you can take your Tennessee, you can take your Alabama, Louisiana ain't for me. Gonna stay right here in Texas where I know my life is fine, living in a Lone Star State of mind. Well, that's what made Texas free. And if you don't believe that, you can come on down sometime, and we'll show you some Lone Star State of mind. You can take yourself around the world, wherever you may be. People are more friendly. Here in Texas, you will see. You can take your California, you can take your Tennessee, you can take your Alabama, Louisiana ain't for me. But I stay right here in Texas when I know my life is fine, living in a Lone Star State of mind. I'm living in a Lone Star State of mind. I'm living in a Lone Star State of mind. Just fine. So come on down and stay a while. Put some boots on, let them buy you a drink.
got just enough time for why I call my coffee Joe.
Okay.
Or whatever you want to do. One more song.
Gotta switch. Do you know why?
No.
I don't need-
I like the song though.
To the coffee drinkers of America. No, hold on. Of which I am one. Whoa. Hello. Set it down, it goes out of tune. There we go. Well, I wanna know why I call my coffee Joe. Oh Lord, I need to see why that means that much to me. Oh yeah, it's just like love. It's never what I thought it was. And in all of this time I was looking for a clue. What went wrong with me and you? Was it the things I never said, or the things I'll never know? Like why I call my coffee Joe. Oh no, no. Well, I wanna know why I call my coffee Joe. I need to find love that's easy on my mind. 'Cause sometimes I just can't hear all the noises in my ears. All the words that we say when we turn and walk away, they burn our hearts with what they know. They disappear like melted snow. I stand and watch the mystery grow. What do I call my coffee Joe? Oh Lord, I wanna know what I lost while I was blind is still vivid in my mind. Image of the past used to be story in somewhere neath the rubble of a pair of two hearts that could never quite agree. And I wanna know why I call my coffee Joe. If that means that much to me. Oh Lord, it's just like love. It's never what I thought it was. And in all of this time I was looking for a clue. What went wrong with me and you? With the things I never said, or the things I'll never know. Like why I call my coffee Joe. What I wanna know, what do I call my coffee Joe? Oh yeah, I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know.
Good
Thank you
job.
very much.
Good job, John. We appreciate
fun.
it. Wonderful set. Folks, that was John Mason. Oop, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. I punched the wrong button there. Okay. That's John Mason, folks. Thanks, John. Folks, and last but not least, we have all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico, a DSA award-winning songwriter, Michael Roth. And Michael, are your friends from down south listening today, or you know?
I haven't been able to go on Facebook to find out, but I'll.
Well, anyway, he's got an international audience, folks. Okay, Michael, what you gonna play for us?
Well, I'm kind of in a. See, does that sound any good?
Yeah.
Okay. Sort of apocalyptic mood this week, and I dredge up some old songs. Get tired of playing all the new ones,
Well, just get you a cup of Joe. Get you a cup of Joe, and play some songs. Anything's good.
I know. Well, these are hopefully cheerful apocalyptic songs. I don't know. Maybe not. Got a laugh in the face of it, right? So the first one's called Samson, or subtitled "I Dreamed I Was a Weapon," because Samson never shows up in the song, actually. Got its hair up, and I'm talking to the air, caught up in the spirit, in the madness on Times Square. I'm telling all my secrets, and I'm passing out these tracts. Everybody treats me like the jawbone of an ass, and I dreamed I was a weapon, a sword of polished steel, and I dreamed I had a power nobody else could feel. They say that I am foolish, that I've got no sense at all, but I'm standing on the corner while I watch the nations fall. Yes, I'm standing on the corner while I watch the nations fall. They're scared of bombs and bullets, they're afraid of poison gas, the signs and falling objects of energy en masse. They know their friends are phony, but their enemies are true. In a minute they will make another enemy of you. And I dreamed I was a weapon, a sword of polished steel, and I dreamed I had a power nobody else could feel. They say that I am foolish, that I've got no sense at all, but I'm standing on the corner while I watch the nations fall. Yes, I'm standing on the corner while I watch the nations fall. Now all the world has gathered in this desert made of gold, where everything that mattered once is melted from the soul. They set their plans on altars made of concrete, steel, and glass, while God walks down the street and swings the jawbone of an ass. And I dreamed I was a weapon, a sword of polished steel, and I dreamed I had a power nobody else could feel. They say that I am foolish, that I've got no sense at all, but I'm standing on the corner while I watch the nations fall. Yes, I'm standing on the corner while I watch the nations fall.
Hey, I like that one.
Thank you. It's
Is that a new one, you say?
That's about 20 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, never let a good apocalypse go to waste.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
And
keep them coming.
that was a song about a preacher in Times Square in New York City. And I don't know. I don't know if you get that from the song or not, but it's kind of about how we fantasize about ourselves too, and so on. Anyway, it's a fun song. I thought I'd try that. So this next song is so we're close to the elections, right? So I don't really write political songs, but I guess this one kind of is. It's called Faded Beauty. I saw her in the window seat on the plane from Wichita, gazing out on golden fields. I know that isn't what she saw. I know that isn't what she saw. She sat there in her faded beauty, skin soft as a sandy dune, silver glimmer on her lips, as if she had kissed the moon, as if she had kissed the moon. Oh, faded beauty, clouds are marching through the skies. They look like wedding dresses on young brides, above the tattered flag of countryside. She was wearing diamond earrings, a leather coat with ermine trim, mementos of a love she'd lost. It's all that she had left of him. It's all that she had left of him. Oh, faded beauty, the clouds are marching through the skies. They look like wedding dresses on young brides, above the tattered flag of countryside. It was on election day. The halls were filled with groans and sighs, and choices made and thrown away between the promises and lies, between the promises and lies. Oh, faded beauty, clouds are marching through the skies. They look like wedding dresses on young brides, above the tattered flag of countryside. wife always says, she wants to know what happened to the woman. I said, yeah, it's not about the woman really, but I don't know. I tend to get a little overly metaphorical in some of the things I do, but yeah, why not? Like, let's see. I keep forgetting to stick this thing on this little capo here because I've been going through puberty and my voice has been changing, and I can never tell exactly where it's going to be. But let's see here. So this next song is called "Weapons of Love." I like to wear the glasses because they make me look more intelligent. You know, so. And also I can see the screen that way too. Promised you'd fight every demon, banging its fist on your door. But then your friends said they could see them finger the evil you wore, and that evil left so many traces in lipstick and pixel and crayon. That telephone number you can't erase that you wrote on the back of your hand. Ah, there's the rub. You're only a man, and that voice from above limits your hand to the weapons of love. How will you stand, O son of the dust, when the devil demands to see if you trust in the weapons of love? Most of your efforts seem puny, like pinning your love to a tree, and that crucifix hanging there mutely stares you down unmercifully. One time your dreams were so golden, you swore that they'd make you go blind. There was no force that could hold them, till one day they left you behind. Now they're on the run, and your plans were so grand, and that voice from above limits your hand to the weapons of love. O son of the dust, when the devil demands to see if you trust in the weapons of love. You doubt you could ever be ready to stand the way others have done, on the faith and the mobs and machetes and martyrdom under the sun. In the end, when the war comes upon us, ripping the skin off your sleeve, the difference between light and darkness depends on the weapons you keep. You reach for a gun, then you hear the command, that voice from above that limits your hand to the weapons of love. How will you stand, O son of the dust, when the devil demands to see if you trust in the weapons of love? You cannot stand if you will not trust in the weapons of love.
Doing good.
Was that?
I said you're doing great.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
I can never tell. But
Your sound's good.
You got to do what you got to do, right? You know, it's like whatever it is.
Are you still on the iPhone?
Actually, I switched this time to an iPad because on the iPhone I can only see, you know, like this.
Okay.
You know, I have no idea what I'm looking at, and the iPad gives me a bigger picture so I can see myself and like tell if there's anything hanging off my beard or anything.
Yeah. Your balance is good. It sounds good, and your picture's great. So
Yeah, I know. It's like you can do a lot of the fancy equipment, but I find that these things work for what I do, you know, just kind of acoustic. It works pretty well.
yeah, you work good.
And now I'm trying to remember what to do next. Here, okay. So, break off, change the mood a little bit. Yeah. And this is a song I wrote with Harry Wolf. You might know Harry. He's another DSA songwriter winner last year. And we wrote, it's not too long. This is actually a fairly new song called The Things That You Get Used To. Dying's not as easy as it used to be. Living's just a habit I fell into. The future that I planned is just a memory. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? Dark clouds and a raging wind gonna bring a driving rain, but you won't budge an inch until it moves you. You can bleed and wait to die without feeling any pain. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? I regret the words I didn't say, lying in your bed, knowing that without them I would lose you. I fell into your arms and you just left me there for dead. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? And I'm standing on the shoreline of an ocean I can't see, waiting for the tide to roll on in. I might need to make a stand, find a dream to set me free, but I'm not giving in. A silent breeze sneaks up on me in the dead of night, the ghosts of every heart I brought the blues to. The stars look down like angels trying to teach my soul to fly. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? Yeah, it's funny about the things that you get used to. Still can't get used to singing that song, but no, I got it. It's sort of one of my favorites recently. Yeah, and it's like it's what you get when you have two old guys texting back and forth on music.
I like it a lot.
kind of a little haiku. So here's another old song, and haven't played this one for a while, but thought I'd give it a shot. You know, I'm doing all my esoteric songs today. Well, not all of them, but you know. The moon turns to ice over mountains of snow. There's a halo of frost on the meadow. The season's all I need to know, and all the chamisa's gone yellow. The wet metal cold weather strikes steel in your eyes, till my skin feels the air getting drier. And the city that our love ignites is pink with the glow of desire. Aspen trees are quivering, tossing their hope to the wind. Oh, their leaves they give to spring, knowing winter setting in. There's talk of the dying from the night 2 weeks past, and the danger of trends out of order, and what should happen if it lasts, while no one stands fast at the border. Something cruelly measures me when changes like this one come on, like matching names to photographs of friends that have gone on. No one can hear the stars scream in the night. The children are staked to their yearning. Their faces have been bathed in light, for the cities are already burning. So yeah, I wrote that song about 30 years ago, and I don't know why. It just seems like it's a good time to sing it again. So and I'll do another old song I wrote with Harry Wolf back in the 80s, actually. And it's really a rock song, but I'm going to do it folk style. Sorry. It actually is pretty dry here. Try again. Hike along the open road, destinations at your back. Various scenarios jam up on the highway like people people fleeing from a jet attack. You walk into a warehouse town, breathe that goodwill air right down. There's a bum who's looking miserable, been chiseling for days. A monument to who was there. He says, you know, I'm out of season and I become a ghost. I'd get hooked up with heroin if I were just a kid again. I've heard the close shaves of a hero, but I don't have the clothes. The color of a jaundiced face, an old help wanted sign draws you inside to hear the waitress say with a sigh, the job ain't much, but it's the best you'll find. The hungry crowd packs in under a sky that's sealed in tin. You say, oh Lord, if there were more like me, I'd drop my disguise, burglarize their hearts, break into a grin. You say, you know, I'm out of season and I become a ghost. I'd get hooked up with heroin if I were just a kid again. I've had the close shaves of a hero, but I don't have the clothes. There's a lad in a bed machine with a chip to make him strong. Auto body painted like a comic book. He's got the radio on. He's got the noise of a throttle poised in an engine he can't run. He's the master of his vehicle. One day it won't run. Look down upon the broken streets through a window clear as gin. You say, don't get me wrong, I'm just an American boy, keeping faith till the good guys win. You say, you know, I'm out of season and I become a ghost. I'd get hooked up with heroin if I were just a kid again. I've had the close shaves of a hero, but I don't have the clothes. I've had the close shaves of a hero, but I don't have the clothes. And I think I brought us up to the
Yeah, but it's encore time. It's encore time, and one encore, and then that'll we'll put it in the can.
okie doke.
Anything you want to do.
So I'll try this one. I haven't done this for a while. So yeah, actually that song was like, it's almost 40 years old, that song, that last one. When I rise, I will return to the cold eye of the dawn, reminding me that time began from the moment you were gone. Since the day I gazed on you, I can't bear no other side. You're like the true light of the moon, burning through the light of night. Once I had a heart of steel, forged in furnaces of hate, and no wounded me could heal, nor could it shield me from my fate. And on the day I felt your love dissolve my heart like so much rust. It was like rain out on the field, raising grain up from the dust. Now the cold wind blows and the evening sky is suddenly aflame, and the only sound is your beating heart echoing your name. Like a stone into a well, I have fallen on my own. Like a refugee from hell, standing with a telescope until the day you come for me. I will remain these many years on the silent of my soul, in this ocean of my tears. Now the cold wind blows and the evening sky is suddenly aflame, and the only sound is my beating heart echoing your name. Yeah. Thought I'd end on a cheery note.
Well, I'm just glad you ended with a happy song. You know, you play all sad song, then end it with a happy song. That's a good way to do it.
That's what I like
Okay,
to-
Michael has a great set. It's a great set, and everybody, you did wonderful, and we're gonna do this again. So I guess that's it. So thank you very much, Michael, and Keith Dodson. He sat there through the whole thing. He just sat right there. And John, he hung in there once he got here. Way to go, John. And Wayne Willingham, he gave us a really good picture. He doesn't have a good smile. Yeah. Thank you, Wayne. Okay, folks, and we will see y'all next time. So push that little red button and we'll end this thing. Thank you, all you folks over on Facebook. Thank you, too. Thank you. Adios.